this? Why?
So you can find your way back to me when the time's right.
I'll be here.
I'll be waiting.
Jack, it seems we've both lost our way for good.
This wasn't supposed to happen this way, Carly. What have I done to us?
Has the mouse been playing while the cat is away?
Hey, Craig. How was your meeting? You know, you didn't even tell me where it was you were flying off to.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
My confidential files?
It's nothing personal, Craig.
You're rifling through my private papers and it's not personal? Carly? After I defended you, protected you, provided for you?
I have my son to look out for. And our future. Speaking of Parker, I really should go on and pick him up. He's probably
Are
waiting.
you sacrificing me to Hal again?
Hal?
What did Hal ask you to look for? What is he after this time?
Hal has
Carly?
nothing to do with this.
What does Hal want?
It isn't Hal.
Well, then who is it, Carly?
Just leave me alone, okay?
What are you looking for, Carly?
Nothing.
Nothing? Shall I frisk you again?
No.
Huh?
Just let me go.
No, not until I get some answers, Carly. Not until I get some answers.
Carly, it's me, Jack. Let me in. Carly, Craig, come on, open up. I know you're in there.
Jack, wait!
You'll regret this, Carly.
Jack, I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, you all right?
Yes, I am now.
What took you so long to open the door?
And as if on cue, the dedicated detective rushes in to save his conniving girlfriend.
What's he talking about?
Jack just came by for a visit.
And such timing. Aha!
Are you gonna tell me what you mean by that?
You don't know? You don't know? Well, I thought I caught her snooping through my papers, and she says Hal didn't put her up to it. So could it be vigilante number 2?
No, Craig. She's not working for the PD, not even unofficially.
Oh, really? Really? Well, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? I have been thinking about sending over a copy of the Constitution to the cop shop.
No, I told you. They didn't put me up to anything
Interesting provision about unreasonable search and seizure.
Jack has nothing to do with this, Craig.
Then who does, Carly? Who put you up to try to stab me in the back?
Back off, Montgomery. Go get your things, Curly. I'm taking you out of here.
Jack?
From you? No, I'll just take Carly and be gone.
But you won't ever really be gone, will you? You're never really gone. We all have unfinished business. You and I, Carly and I, Julia and I, Hal and I. But I guess you don't want to get into that.
No, but you do want to get into that, so let's get into all that, Craig.
Or you want to settle this like men?
Oh, you can take it outside? No, I'm not that desperate. I'll leave that to the justice system.
Ah, yes, and while you're on duty anyway, Semper Coffee or whatever it is.
No, however, if pushed enough, I have been known to cross the line from time to time.
You? No, not you, Jack. You're true blue. Right from the manual, your lieutenant snaps his fingers and you do. Huh? You do. But doesn't it get tiring fetching the same old stick all the time?
Keep talking, Montgomery.
Oh, yeah, well, it must make your job easier not having to rely on your natural instincts, your sense of right and wrong. You just do.
Carly, you almost ready?
But, it must be, helpful in a way. Predictable, soothing, kind of like being institutionalized. Having a little blonde side dish when you're married.
Okay, you want to see how far I'll go, Montgomery? Test me. Come on, test me. Go ahead. Try.
No, Jack, please don't get mixed up in his mind games, all right?
I'll deal with you later.
Let's get out of this place, Carly. Come on.
This is what you want, Carly? You really think this is a smart move, moving out of this place?
I want to leave. I am free to go.
Well, yes, you're free. You've always been free, but free to go where? Do what? Hadn't thought that far into the future? Well, I guess that's what happens when your emotions run amok.
Don't listen to him, Carly.
It's all right, Jack. You can't do anything to me anymore.
What are you offering her, Jack, beside a ride in your shiny patrol car?
Let's go, Carly.
Well, at least he's not making any promises he can't keep, huh, Carly? No blue skies and wedding bells outside that door for you and Jack. No green lawns and barbecues, neighbors over for penny pokers, play dates for the kids. You didn't really believe that, did you? You really think he's going to leave his little wife and keep all those troubling secrets?
You leave my wife out of this. You got that?
Yeah, you see, Carly, he rides to her rescue, too. Every time. Jack, you are in so deep, you're never getting out, are you?
You don't know the first thing about it.
Carly, I know that was a mistake. Huh? But that's you. I understand that. I forgive that.
But did you really expect her to believe the sickness coming out of your mouth?
You're stringing her along on some fantasy that can't possibly come true when you think I'm sick. Tell him to leave, Carly. Tell him to leave and save yourself.
Let's go, Carly.
Oh. Okay. You think that's smart, Carly? It's cold out there.
But if this is what you consider shelter, I will take cold any day of the week.
Okay. That's what you want to do. But you should leave the same way you came here. With nothing.
You have no right to go through my things.
Not unless they're mixed up with my things.
You think I'm stealing from you?
I don't know.
If you think she's stealing, come down to the station and fill out our report like everybody
No
else.
time like the present,
Those
Jack.
are my clothes. I have enough fond memories. I don't need any souvenirs from you.
Well, I can't just let you pack and run away.
Well, you're going to
can
have to
I?
do that. Give me the bag, Montgomery.
This is my house, Jack. You here in official capacity? Huh?
Do I have to be?
Jack, it's all right.
Who gave you a house when you had none, Carly? Who gave you money when you had none? You have one friend in this town, one true friend. Cause and effect, Carly, cause and effect. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Huh? But it's not always good.
Okay.
And by the way, what's going to happen to Parker when you're out on your own?
Let's go, Carly. Here. Sit right here. I'll get us some coffee.
No, I don't need coffee. I just need you. Just to stay with me until my heart stops beating a mile a minute.
You okay?
I don't even want to think about what could have happened if you hadn't come in when you did, Jack.
I'm just glad I was there.
Me too. How'd you know?
Know what?
How'd you know I was in trouble?
When aren't you? It was this.
My compass.
When I opened the box and I read the note, all I could think of was, this is a big mistake. This belongs to you.
It used to mean so much, Jack.
It still does, Carly. Don't tell me that it was easy giving it back.
It's the hardest thing I've done in a long time. One of them, anyway.
Then don't let it go. Carly, please. When a gift means as much as this has meant to us, it's a crime to give it back.
It reminds me of too much.
Please. Carly, I know I don't have the right, but you have got to keep this. For me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hal?
I'll be outside working when you got a minute.
You knew how I felt about putting Carly in the middle of everything, and that you went to her anyway. How could you do something like
What?
that? If you knew the danger you put her in, Hal.
You want to tell me what he's talking about?
Jack, Hal didn't put me up to anything. I made sort of a deal with Lucinda Walsh.
You did what?
She asked me to look for some papers, and she offered very generous compensation if I found them. And since I lost my horse,
The papers that Craig signed to use Brian's trust fund as collateral.
Craig borrowed against this trust fund that Lucinda set up for him, but he needed 2 signatures. He needed his own and Lucinda's because they were joint trustees. But Lucinda never signed anything at all. So she said if I could unearth some document with her forged signature, then we'd have a deal.
Man, does everybody in Oakdale have you spying?
Just tell me that you found something.
Well, I hope so. But the problem is Craig just walked in right in the middle of everything. And if Jack hadn't shown up when
What do
he
you
did,
mean
Hal, I
you
never
hope
would've got-
so? Did you find something or not,
Yes, I
Carly?
did. But then Craig started throwing my stuff around like a madman. I'm not 100% sure if I left the suite with the
Well,
proof.
get sure right now.
All right, I guess we'll find out together. Here it is.
Carly, how can a picture of Parker help?
Well, Jack, it's just a little trick I learned from the master, Craig Montgomery himself. When you want to keep something from prying eyes, you put it in plain sight. Sort of.
This is it. It's the real thing. All we need is for Lucinda to swear that this isn't her signature, and we prove that Craig Montgomery had clear intent to defraud the bank.
Can I see that?
You did it, Carly. We got him. We finally got him right where we want
One
him.
piece of paper is going to put Montgomery behind bars.
Proving the signature is bogus isn't going to be hard. Then we've got a clear case of fraud, and that is just the beginning, Jack.
What's next?
Well, now that we have probable cause, we can haul Montgomery's arrogant tail down here for questioning. Then we get a search warrant. We turn his suite, his bank account, his entire existence upside down. We see what else we can shake loose.
You know, I never thought I'd see it again. Hal Munson smiling.
Thanks to you. Jack, call Lucinda Walsh. Tell her I want her down here first thing in the morning. Tell her we're gonna stick it to her ex-son-in-law just as soon as humanly possible. It is a good night, guys. It is a very good night.